see.
Free? Can everyone hear me at least?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, let's try the video again. It worked earlier. Oh goodness, this is why we test things. And let's see, got the little green light again.
Technology is imperfect. Oh, we can see you now.
Okay, excellent.
It looks like you're in Hawaii.
You know, I wish. But thank you all. Yeah, thank you so much for coming. I'd like to take a moment, since I'm not in Hawaii, to just take a moment first. Greetings and thanks to the Nimipu folks whose land I get to present on today. So my name is Olivia Sivula. I'm a co-founding member of Food Not Bombs of the Palouse. We have been on the Palouse for almost 3 years now. This is part of a larger solidarity movement, Food Not Bombs, that has been going on since 1980. We say solidarity specifically because we believe that food is a right and not a privilege, and therefore it's not something that I can give you. I can't give you a right, but I can certainly stand with you in solidarity to uphold it. So what we do specifically is working in recovered food. That is kind of the fundamental work of what we do. And so that is food that would otherwise go to waste due to economic strains, distribution, labeling, unexpected surplus, any number of reasons. I'll try to speak up. Is that a little better, Nancy? Hopefully. Okay. And we take that food that would otherwise go to waste and we give it to folks who are in need of that food. We work with local stores like Safeway, Rite Aid, the Moscow Food Co-op, just to name a few, the Community Action Center in Pullman, the local transitional housing shelter, Sojourners Alliance, Backyard Harvest, the Presbyterian Church, and other community organizations, as well as amazing local farms, such as the Wingover Farm, Deep Roots Farm, Affinity Farms, Soil Stewards, WSU Organic Farm, Harvest Heroes, and countless gardeners and other Green Thumbs members of our community. So looking back to March, when we things were kind of at the old normal, we were safely transporting food like these cute little squash, your perspective for those kind of things shifts. But things were kind of cake in a lot of ways. We were feeding around 35 people a week at our Sunday meals, which we were really happy about. And being able to turn the food that was donated into delicious plant-based meals every Sunday, but also deliveries throughout the week to partner organizations such as the U of I Women's Center or Sojourners Alliance, or places that had clients coming into an open office where folks might need a bite to eat. And this was possible because we had between 2 to 4 shopping carts from Safeway about each time we picked up on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. This is kind of the base of our old operation. And to do that, as you can understand, you need a fairly large vehicle, which is the one you're seeing on screen now. This is Rosie, our minivan, she's from Roseville. And what we experienced was this absolute need for a larger vehicle. And luckily there was a community member who rose up and had the idea of being willing to work with us with that. And the Moscow Women's Giving Circle and Inovia helped us be able to make that purchase. And as we moved into COVID, it was absolutely necessary in every possible way. Our clients were telling us that there was a deep need. A lot of these social and political struggles, including the Black Lives Matter movement, LGBTQAI+ issues, were being exacerbated by COVID. And we realized we had to use this as an opportunity to stand with our community members in a literal way, but also as we're driving around, showing messages of solidarity. And the food quantity started to drop, unfortunately, as COVID, what we noticed at Safeway is a lot of the buy like there's no tomorrow trend started to pick up. And so the amount of food we got from our main foundational place started to diminish as COVID went up. And as more and more clients became in need and were contacting us, we had less and less food. So what we had to do was basically rethink our entire model. We moved almost entirely to at-home deliveries, to the point where now we're making over 90 household deliveries just during the weekdays alone every week. And at our community meals, we are now feeding around 150. We've done over 150 folks at our Sunday meals for over 22 weeks now. So we've seen this massive shift in how we've done that. We buy our own containers, as you see on screen, because we needed to have a freezable and microwavable option for folks We definitely appreciate folks who can return containers, but we understood that this was a shift in lifestyle. We wanted to be able to help people in a long-term, meaningful way. And so as we move forward, this is a picture from Jenny in Wingover Farm. I don't know if she's digitally in the audience today, but as we move forward, one of the main things that we need is we need people, local farmers and local organizations, local individuals to keep their hands on the plow. A very relevant expression for all of us here today. But as we've experienced different struggles, as our numbers on the Palouse and Moscow and Pullman have gone up, we've also seen the fires in Malden and Pine City. We were called to bring food and resources, and we were deeply concerned that we wouldn't have enough. But local farmers, local organizations, Harvest Against Heroes, WSU Organic Farm, people rose the opportunity to help their neighbors and to help in this deeply difficult time. Things are not getting easier as the economic strains of COVID continue. I think it's really important as we move forward into this next year to keep an eye out for ways that we can grow our community strength, grow access to our shared food system, and just try to make sure that everyone can end the day with a meal, because that is not something that is currently assured for a lot of folks. So thank you so much, and hope to see you in the fight.
Any questions?
I don't see any. We're probably just all awestruck at your incredible work.
Well, thank you. I was like, no questions is either a really good thing or a really bad thing, I would think. So
Good. Thank you so much.
you're welcome. Thank you.
Our next presenters are Paige Collins and Sarah Kane.